Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. I am Cool Trainer Alex.
And I'm Super Nerd Drak.
And
I'm trying to be the creepy guy from Hey Arnold. The one that always got the backhand from Helga.
Oh yes, Brady.
Welcome out to our Pokemon Yellow Let's Play. Okay, I'll stop.
In the last episode, we took on Erica, the Celadon Gym, and we triumphed against her grassy Pokemon. Now
and her
she's
laziness.
Yes. And in this episode, we're going to go to Lavender Town and take on Pokemon Tower.
Ooh. So now we're gonna have the actual moment with the with Gary's dead Rattata.
We already took on Gary, so
okay.
we're not going to see any more of Gary for right now.
Oh,
Or dead
make fun of
Rattata.
him for his dead Rattata. I'm so mean.
That's just fan speculation. Hi, Voldemort.
Where are the Death Eaters?
I'm sorry, but I never
yeah, I get
the
it.
overworld sprite really looks like the Potter Puppet Pal Voldemort.
No, do you want to know what looks like that?
What?
That would be the Captain Sprite from the SS Anne, because he's got that narrowed down face at the end. So either he's an alien or he's Voldemort. We just proved it. Death Eaters exist in the Pokemon universe.
Right. Such a creepy song.
It works so well, and
It
yeah,
really
I was
does.
just looking to get a humming segment in. Because humming is great. Because humming's great, because my planet's great.
Because we are in Lavender Town, Pokemon Tower, I want to ask you, Adam, have you ever heard of a ROM hack called Pokemon Black? Creepy Black, to be exact, actually.
Creepy Black?
Yes.
I've heard a lot of ROM hacks. What does this specifically do?
Okay, it's actually from a creepypasta story. The story is that somebody bought a bootleg copy of Pokemon Red and Blue, and instead of the actual Red and Blue game, it turned out to be, like I said, a ROM hack. And in the hack, you actually played with the ghost sprite before you get the Self Scope. And the sprite only knew one move, Curse, which wasn't in Gen 1, but details aside. And the Curse would actually kill the Pokemon, and it would leave a tombstone in the wake.
Yeah, I think I'd heard about this. There's actually another hack, too, where... I don't know if you've heard of this one, but I think it was called Pokemon Blood Red, where they actually they interjected blood into the game. So when you would hit, a little, blood would come out, kind of like Mortal Kombat, big chunks.
I haven't heard of that one.
And you can kill off a Pokemon and you get a little tombstone for it.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird what people do with ROM hacks. I mean, seriously. I don't need... This is a kiddie franchise. I don't need blood.
Yeah.
To enjoy this. The black one, though, sounds interesting to me that, you can walk around and basically kill people with curses.
Yeah, you're pretty much invincible because it's the ghost, so the opponent will be too scared to move. And it has a really downer ending, like any creepypasta story. The best
I would think so.
The best creepypasta stories are the ones that feel like they could be real, not like, and then the game reached out and killed me. Like some other creepypasta.
Kind of like VH1, and then the drugs came, and then you can't take it ever seriously ever again.
Yes.
This is the part that I love about Pokemon Tower, is that the way that they decided to interject a maze was putting tombstones all over the place.
That was pretty clever.
It adds to the creepiness factor, especially at this time, since these were ghost-type Pokemon. These were not dark-type.
Right.
In fact, does ghost-type still exist, or did it just
It still exists.
Okay, so there's ghost-type and dark-type.
Yes.
And so that was just like, oh my gosh, there's ghost-type Pokemon? Oh my gosh! The only thing that never made sense for that is that ghost-type is weak against ghost-type.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But then in the anime, they sit there and go, oh, but a ghost-type is perfect against a psychic Pokemon.
Yes, which was wrong, but that's...
He gave me a reason to do Haunter. Haunter! Ha 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 ha! Ha hum 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 hum. Ghastly! Gengar!
How about the one with the Ghastly that talks?
No, it talked. In the Pokemon Tower one with the three that follow Ash around.
It didn't talk. it spoke its name like other Pokemon, but didn't talk English.
Yeah, Ghastly.
I'm talking like, actually, I'm talking like Meowth talking.
No.
I know.
No, they speak the Pokemon name.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember the one that does speak English in Ghost of Maiden Speak?
I think. Was it first season or second season? 'Cause I'm really going into to Johto for that.
First season. Ghost of Maiden Speak.
Was he like... Did he make himself look like something else?
Yeah.
Like a princess or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember the episode. It was like Princess of the Lighthouse or something like that.
Ghost of Maiden Speak. I've been
Maiden
saying it for like the last 3 times.
Well, I was trying to remember. Was it a castle that she was at, or was it like a lighthouse? Like a scary lighthouse?
I think it was just like a seaside hip mansion or something. Well, I don't think it was anything. It was just it was an area. It was right after the SSAM.
There was one that actually did like a scary lighthouse, but I think it was Johto at that point. Did a scary lighthouse, and that was it. Because they couldn't fight a certain gym leader because of it. I think it was the steel type leader.
That would have to be Johto at least.
Yeah. Diglett is evolving. Trio. Trio. Yes, the Diglett Tunnel episode bothered me in so many ways.
Elixir.
That was the first time in my house where Pokemon was like outlawed. Because I kept repeating that, and they're like, "Shut up about Pokemon!" And of course, 5 minutes later, Trio. And you're debating whether or not to go get the Pokeball.
Yes. Because I had to think, do I want to fight this ghost? No!
That's one of the interesting parts, too, is that since there weren't too many actual ghost types, all the mediums in here have
Ghastly.
one Pokemon.
Haunter.
Not like
Ghastly.
4 different Ghastlies, just one Ghastly.
Some do have 4 different Ghastlies.
Some do, but most of them are just limited to one Pokeball. You take out Ghastly and you're done. Or they'll do like a Ghastly, a Haunter, but no Gengar anywhere.
Right. Only Agatha has a Gengar.
Gengar!
Awakening, which becomes perfectly
I don't know if
useful.
you'd want to awaken in a place like this. Especially if you had a nightmare. That suck.
Pretty useless after you get the Pokemon Flute, though.
Yeah. Alright, then up the stairs we go.
If I could stop running into wild Pokemon, because I'm too cheap to buy repels.
That's what I should be doing too, but instead I just look at it as an experience opportunity, or I just run away. Oh, and then the restore point. This was cool, and I wish it was implemented in more places.
Yeah, especially lawn dungeons like these.
Or like Silphco. That would have been awesome.
There is a heal
Gold and
point.
Silver had a lot of really long dungeons.
There is a heal point in Silphco, actually. There's a woman who'll heal your Pokemon. I keep hitting the mic. I gotta stop doing that. A certain puppy just showed up, and this time it's not mine.
We have a visitor, so Drak will be right back to take care of him.
Okay. So this is yet another channeler, and she's got out a Haunter. Yes, it's all the same stuff. Oh, drowsy. Gonna use a Psychic. Don't you dare lick me, but because it doesn't affect me, yeah. Ha ha ha. What now, Haunter? You can't use your precious lick against me. Not that you should be licking me, Drowsy. Drowsy grew to level 26. Maintaining
We don't want to have the conversation about Drowsy getting licked. We don't want to have that conversation.
Drowsy's
Especially
evolving.
since Drowsy just evolved. Dang it!
Dum 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 dum.
Oh, and he looks even creepier in this version. It's like, I'm creepy and I know it.
I'm creepy. No, I'm not gonna go there. No,
No,
stop me
don't,
before. Stop me,
don't.
Drak, before I
No,
even so
no.
much as think about doing
You
that.
can't do it. You can't.
Oh
do it.
God,
No, stop
please.
it. Focus on the fact that Red's Pokemon are completely healed.
Yes. And I found a nugget.
A ghostly chicken nugget. I'm sorry, but when nuggets get brought up, I'm just like, the first thing that comes to my mind is not a nugget of gold, okay?
pondering my perspection.
And pondering random teleportation.
Give me blood.
Wait a second, what? A Nintendo of America game just mentioned blood.
I know, it's amazing.
I'm officially convinced Game Freak can get away with anything. Because I think Nintendo knew they were a goldmine.
Well, this is still pretty early.
Oh, dude.
Because that's in Red and Blue too. The give me blood.
Yes, but this was around the 16-bit era when this game came out, and we had Mortal Kombat out. And I remember just the amazing amount of frustration Midway had with trying to get Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
It was not possible. And this is actually one of those things where Sega won out because they allowed for a blood code. Whereas Nintendo said, nope. Make it look like sweat, and that's it. I'm just surprised a Nintendo game just mentioned blood. Not even in, like, the darker games has blood actually been mentioned, I don't think. Not until much, much later.
Not like these games get that dark.
Pokemon doesn't. So it doesn't, it's like, what? I know I'm obsessing over this guy, but seriously, I'm like going... Mario never mentions blood, Kirby never does, Zelda does much later, and even then it's more like a prophetic sense. And the blood of the hero shall be pure. Metroid, maybe? No. Not until much later.
Not even Metroid, amazing. Hypno became confused.
Which makes absolutely no sense, because Alex can't vouch for this, and the fact that Super Metroid was pretty freaking dark out in the 16-bit era.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, we had another intrusion from our number one fan. Something tells me he is very sad. Because he wants to be able to spend some time, but...
Like I say, it's not an LP till somebody's pet interrupts.
Exactly, so... People couldn't tell, but that's just because he's a very quiet little dog.
Like my dog who has to go all over the place. She's like, oh my gosh, there are people here, I want to get them all.
It's funny, actually, in the middle, you know, for those who actually didn't know it, up until like recent months, I was actually living with them while me and my wife were getting a new house. And so I was doing a lot of my Mystic Quest recordings there. And there was actually a point where Alex's dog forced herself into the room, and immediately she hadn't seen the microphone before and was entranced and came up and just started licking the crap out of it. And just, I mean, I still got the video or the audio somewhere, I think.
That is so cute.
Like,
I wish you did have video of it because that's so cute.
oh man,
I'd love to see that.
yeah. Strangely enough, I don't use a webcam. That's actually that's a nice segue, Alex. So one of the questions that we've been getting is there actually ever going to be a point where Drak and Shadow will be done on Twitch or some kind of streaming service via webcam?
I don't think so.
Your thoughts are pretty close to mine. There's one major reason right now.
Big odd intruders.
Sorry, we had to introduce story into this concept.
Ghost appeared. Silkscope unveiled the ghost identity.
And this was the identity of Kira?
Yes.
Okay.
Marowak. You cannot catch this Marowak, people. You just
Take
gotta
the
make
Death
it
Note away from Marowak! Oh, sorry. So yeah, to answer people's questions, we have gotten this a few times. First of all, we can't do it right now because of hardware restrictions. I don't actually have a computer that can stream very well. And on top of that, maybe if you guys want it, but I don't think we're really going to go in the direction of streaming. Mm-hmm. Because then we'll have to do like legit grinding and come up with dialogue and stuff like that. That's harder to do. Plus, some of this stuff, for example, the Pokemon Yellow LP is being recorded by Alex.
Right.
And on his time. And his and my schedule don't meet that often. You want to know when they meet? When we're here. So, streaming is probably not going to happen right off the bat. Oh, look,
Doof!
we got more of a visitor.
This dog just wants to be with us.
He does, and I need to lock this door. I really do.
At least he's quiet.
He is. He's being very quiet.
I love my dog, but she's really hyper.
She's hyper, and she whines very loudly.
The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. Before I go take on Jesse and James, I actually teleport out of here and heal.
Oh, that's an interesting concept. I forgot that you took on Jesse and James here instead of the Rockets. Differences, boys and
Yes,
girls.
differences. Stop right there! Grandpa here wanted to complain. So, we're setting him straight. So
render render yourself invisible or prepare to fight. Sorry, I was trying to compliment in the fact that he was trying to do Jesse.
yeah.
And if somebody has to take on the cross-dressing hack, then I guess it's me.
Meow, that's right.
Meow, that's right! Oh, now this is just overkill. What did Meowth do to you to unleash Primeape upon him?
He paydayed me.
Oh, that's true. They were trying to get money out of this. Which is funny because, you know, if they were going to be accurate, let's go into nerd speak here for a second. If they're going to be accurate, then the Meowth can't do payday. Because he didn't learn it. In fact, technically, did he even learn Scratch?
Yeah, he always knew Scratch. Well, or maybe he only knew Fury Swipes, I don't know. But it seemed like he knew any move that he could attack with his claws.
It made no sense why he knew no Pokemon attacks.
Charmander.
And I'm sorry, but the justification, no, he instead took that time to go to night school and learn English. Doesn't really work.
He just wanted to woo the girl of his
Maybe his
dreams.
Pokemon, or maybe his Pokemon attack was talk them to death.
Where they can sell seashells by this. God.
Oh, and I forgot,
Tongue
this is
twister.
actually the introduction of Weezing and Arbok. Instead of having the Ekans and the coughing, now we have Weezing and Arbok. Charbok!
I've got a dog in my lap.
Yes, you do.
Or I'm just excited to see this game.
Apparently so. He's excited for attention, is what he is. Like, pay attention to me.
Yeah, when it comes to LPs, it seems more like LPers have cats than dogs, so we're one of a kind here.
Yeah, I mean, even the more popular YouTube videos, like, the only time where I don't think it's the case was when JonTron was doing Game Grumps, and that's just because he has a parrot, or a bird instead.
Uh-huh. Team Rocket's blasted off again! And watch this is hilarious. I get a random encounter right before I see Mr.
It's the
Poochie.
law of random encounters, Alex.
It's the-
As soon as you get to within an inch of your destination, you are going to get a random encounter.
You had the Metapod that could. This is the Ghastly that could.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
You come to see me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will.
And why would you come to the Pokemon Tower of your own free will? Oh, to catch the soul of Cubone's mother. How very generous of you.
Follow me to my home Pokemon house at the foot of this tower.
I love it. Random teleportation from the grandpa. And now he's crying.
Red. Your Pokedex quest may fail without love for your Pokemon. I think this may help you in your quest. I received the Poke Flute. Upon hearing the Poke Flute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. It works on all sleeping Pokemon. I'm trying to do Jedi there, but I can't do it.
Poke Flute. Restore upon you, I do. Yes.
I mentioned Jedi, you bring up Yoda for some reason. And that concludes this episode of Pokemon Yellow.
But in the meantime, coming up next week, we are going to take on probably a bunch of sleeping Snorlaxes.
Yes, and many trainers, so until
right.
next time, I am Shadow Blazer 3000, also known as Rocket Grunt Shadow.
And I am the reincarnation of Giovanni. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I the super nude at this point?
Yes.
And I'm super nude Drak.
See you next time.